Hello, this is the Dapper Man, and just before I do my review, I'm just going to have to let you know that I still have a cold and I have a sore throat. So this review is going to be quite hard. So I do apologize if my voice sounds a bit off, and I'm not going to try to sniff too much because my nose is just so congested. But enough of that. Let's get on with the review. The Good Lawyer is a 2019 film which is directed by Bill Condon, and it's a mystery crime thriller of a movie. It's kind of hard for me this year because I have not been seeing that many good thrillers, and with thrillers such as Us, which I did not like, and Knives Out, another film which I didn't like, had great style, great music, great acting, just horrible story, and we get this one. So I guess let's just dive right into it and let's see if this is actually something worth watching. It does star Ian McKellen, Helen Mirren, and Jim Carter. For those of you who are fans of Downton Abbey, a lot of people have told me, how could you not see it? I haven't seen it, so there, I said it. I have not seen Downton Abbey, and I do plan on it, so eventually I get to see it, and I get to see how great Jim Carter is. He is good in this movie, just letting you know ahead of time. Our story begins with Ian McKellen in front of a computer. His name in this movie is Roy Courtney, and Helen Mirren as Betty McLeish. They're setting up their dating profiles for this dating site they're on. You can see already in the beginning that it's showing both of them to be a bit of a liar in their profiles that they do, but basically everyone who does dating online seems to be a bit of a liar. Okay. I just didn't really think about it until just now. Okay. Eventually, the two meet. They go for a cup of tea and they have communication, and it's not really the type of conversation. I mean, it's just basic average conversation, but you can tell there's hints of him lying already, and she lies a bit too, and they confess to their lies of their names, and they move on past that point. So they communicate throughout the days, throughout briefly over time. He eventually convinces her somehow to move in with her. That part threw me a bit off. Because if you just met someone, I don't want someone moving into my house. At all. That's why I live by myself. I'm going too far away from this subject. Let's get right back on track. However, Rory is a con artist. And he's a pretty good one at that because he basically makes his living being a con artist and he steals from other people. So when he discovers that she has millions of dollars, he practically almost has like a miniature heart attack. He can't pass this opportunity up. So he sets up a shady type of business with his friend Vincent, who is played by Jim Carter, to rob this lady of her millions of dollars. However, Betty's grandson does not very much keen on him, and he has this bit of suspicion of he's doing something, he's playing something, he's acting stupid. That's what he feels like Roy is doing, and he is going right down to the bottom of it and see if he can find out what's the truth behind this man. And this new friend is coming along, and it just seems a bit odd for him, and he's trying to warn his grandmother because he loves her and tells her that, hey, things are not as they appear with this guy, and I don't trust him. And Betty does seem a bit suspicious from off, but she eventually just falls heads over heels with him, and they go on with the scheme. So it does play a very good thriller. I have to say that it is nice because I was not expecting some of the twists that happened. It was like a double twist, then eventually it seemed like it went to a triple twist, if I could say that. Although, like I said with the previous films, they seemed to fail at the mystery. This one succeeded at the mystery part, so I was very happy for that. I was so thankful. I was like, yes, a very good mystery. This is what I enjoy. The acting between Ian McKellen and Helen Mirren was brilliant. They just had great chemistry, and it's surprisingly that they've finally been in a movie together. I'm not sure if they have played in a movie together. I don't think they have, as far as leading roles, and I enjoyed it. It was so nice to see them because you could tell they had a grand time going back and forth with her roles and with their script. You could tell it just shows in their face. And Jim Carter seemed like he's in on the fun too. You could tell these people had fun making this movie. Now, I'll just let you know that many people may not be a grand fan over the humor because it's both dry and subtle in many ways. Along with the music score, it's decent. It's not like horrible, and it's not highly recognizable, but it's not bad. So that's another plus for it. And the cinematography for it, I enjoyed because there was no shaky cam. Every shot was pretty smooth, and I really enjoyed it because there's nothing I love more than a very steady shot of a movie. And as long as you do your edits right, you can have a very smooth edit. And this had a very good smooth edit. I enjoyed it from shot to shot, going back and forth. One of the things I just simply could not overlook was the script that was given to them. It could have been so much better. It could have improved. It could have done something to, I don't know what the words for it is, but maybe speed up some of the dialogue. I'm not saying the dialogue they said was slow. I don't mind when people take their time talking. I don't mind a scene lingering, but it felt like the scene lingered a bit more than it should have. And I think the big part of that lingering is the exposition. And my goodness, there was so much exposition explaining the character and explaining what's happening and explaining what they have just saw and unveiling itself. And it went through like 2 parts of this movie. It lingered on for more than 6 minutes. I'm being dead serious. It lingered on for more than 6 minutes of exposition twice. Probably sliver off another 10 minutes, and I think this movie was done just fine. And I guess this other thing that really bugged me was the beginning. For some reason, whenever a credit scene happens in the beginning of a movie, I love a credit scene in the beginning. I wish they do more of them. But when you show the credit scene, then you show the actual shot that you're taking, then it goes right back to the credit scene, then it goes right back to the shot of a person doing whatever, and then it goes right back to the credit scene. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like Alien 3. If you have not seen that movie, you're doing yourself a bit of a favor. Don't. But that movie seems to be infamous for me whenever I look at a movie and it shows a credit scene and it goes right back to the live action scene. It goes to the credit scene and back to the live action scene, and that almost threw me off, and that was just in the beginning of the movie. But I would say this movie is decent. It's not horrible. It's not fantastic. But it's in the okay good range. So it's worth watching at least one time because it was nice to see something a little different. It was nice to see these actors actually on the first time as a main roles together. An actress. It was nice to see that. But to have, I think they could have did a little bit better, a bit more polish into this movie, and it would have been brilliant. I'm going to put the contents of the movie, why it's rated R, right here. And just going to say that the violent scenes are pretty abrupt and quick. And that is my review for The Good Liar. Hopefully you will enjoy it, maybe more than I did, maybe less. I don't know, but that's my review. And if you do plan on seeing this movie, let me know in the comments below of what your thoughts were on this movie. If you liked it and if you didn't. Or when you get to rent this movie, stream it, whatever. I don't know. I don't know streaming, so I really can't answer that. I know people ask me all the time, do you stream the movies? I don't. I watch the movie in the theater, and I watch the movies on DVD and Blu-ray, and that's it. I didn't even get the chance to see The Mandalorian. And I'm upset about that because I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I have not got one idle chance because I don't have Disney Plus or internet streaming. Maybe eventually I'll watch it. Maybe. But that's my review. So if you do me a favor, I very much appreciate it. You don't know how much I appreciate it. You can subscribe to the channel. You can share, like, leave me a comment below if you like this review or if you plan, anything. Say hi. I'll say hi back. May not say bye within the very hour, but I will. So that's it. Hopefully I'll see you around. Have a lovely day. Cheers.